That's a lot of logos. Remember the time when there was like one of them?
Mighty No.9.
Ready then. Oh,
Bring it on.
feels better than anticipated.
Come on. Step out of it. Now.
This finisher is underwhelming to say the least. Where's my explosion? This looks vaguely familiar.
Here we go.
And that's why infinite air dashes are silly.
That's what.
Slashing feels somewhat better than shooting.
Here we go.
Still silly. But apparently planned that way. I don't know. The game was okay, but not really the classic blue bomber everyone wanted. Feels kinda off. And this is coming from the guy who co-created them back in the day. Where did it go wrong? Or did it? Hey folks, my name is Stace, and this is Voidtalk, where I fill the void with my opinion and perspective. Today I want to talk about Megaman, Back, aka Mighty No.9, how one became the other, and answer the question if Mr. Inafune really gave us a classic Megaman experience. When you think classic Megaman, if you are like me, you're probably thinking about this. Running, jumping, sliding, shooting, rock solid and methodical platforming. Always hated that jump. Mighty No.9 on the other hand has more emphasis on speed. Dashes are the core mechanic, are infinite, even in the air, and an essential method to beat enemies. Always moving forward is the name of the game. Heck, you get ranked for how fast you were. Not really like Megaman, now is it? Well, not like the classic one. Time for a little history lesson. Meet Megaman X, first true successor of the original Blue Bomber. Sure, running, jumping, shooting, still the same. The ability to climb walls gives the game a lot of verticality. That's different. And once you found a certain upgrade, thus, the dash became a staple for the X series, getting flawlessly integrated into the core gameplay. But still not quite on the level of speed Back is on. Fun fact, did you know? The Megaman X we got is not the one Inafune originally designed. That honor goes to someone else. Inafune's first concept made into another character. Zero is X's mentor, role model and overall best bud. And he is the focal point of everything interesting plot-wise. I mean, seriously. First, he saves you from an overwhelming opponent. Then he sacrifices himself so you can beat that opponent. Gives you a cool new buster with his dying breath. Becomes a wild goose chase for his body parts. Kicks his copies behind and enables you to fight the final boss. Saves you again. And then gets knocked out by an oversized bug. Well. And all that before he even gets properly playable in the 4th installment. But why do I bring him up? The original plan was to finish the X series after the 5th installment. Turns out Inafune is a bit of a Zero fanboy, and he wanted to do the character proper justice. So, Zero got a bit roughed up by the end of X5. X continues the good fight. We completely ignore the events of X6 onwards, because effectively another timeline, and 100 in-universe years later. In Mega Man Zero, you fight as, well, Zero, helping Seal and the rebellion to survive against an evil government known as Neo Arcadia, ruled by X himself. Or rather, a copy of X, created by Seal, who sees himself as humanity's savior, while the original X is a mystical cyber fairy now, because his real body seals away the Dark Earth who almost destroys the world in a big war, until the body gets destroyed and to release the Dark Earth and El Piso! Sorry. Rather convoluted plot aside. The Zero series plays a lot faster than both the classic and the X series. Continuous dashes, wall jumps, overall fluid movement, fast and precise combat. Oh, and those explosions! All 4 games had a ranking system as well, rewarding you with cool titles or in some installments even special abilities when you beat a level with an A or S rank. Sure, most bosses get some extra attacks too, but this makes it even more rewarding. And bloody hard. That's the Mega Man series Inafune always wanted to create. And thus, we found the true inspiration for Mighty No.9. Intended speed of the gameplay, the ranking system, some of the stage and even boss designs, heavy emphasis on the plot. Mighty No.9 is in a lot of ways more inspired by Inafune's later and, in my honest opinion, better work for the Mega Man franchise than it was by the classic series. Don't get me wrong, I grew up with the classic series and I love me some old school platforming. It's just that fluidity that makes it more enjoyable to play. But that's not the point entirely. The point is that yes, Inafune and his team created something in the image of a Mega Man classic. It was just not the one pretty much everybody expected. Does this change of perspective make Mighty No.9 a better game? Not really. It's still extremely flawed in many areas. Script and cutscenes need to be more dynamic to be actually interesting to watch, and the visuals overall need more variety and detail to make the levels memorable, amongst other things. It has its moments though. That first factory level, where all the mighty numbers are with you on the scene? Good! It manages to make rather flat characters sympathetic through interaction. And the stage itself was, for the most part, nicely done. More of that. Will's voice actor? Good! Just give the man a better script, and he will own it. That reveal of his true identity, corny as it was, executed a bit better. That would have been awesome. Mediocre as it is, this game and its world has a lot of potential. But alas, if there's ever a sequel, one can hope. Thank you for following me on this small journey through Mega Man history. Maybe now some of the design decisions in Mighty No.9 makes more sense to you. Or maybe you just wanna play some older Megaman titles now, which is totally understandable. Here I recommend the recently released Legacy Collection on pretty much all platforms. It bundles the NES-era Megaman titles into one neat package and should give you your fix of old-school Megaman action. Anyway, I hope I could bring across my opinion on what truly inspired a lot of Mighty No.9's gameplay. Do you agree? Disagree? Let me know in the comments. Just keep it civil. This guy gets enough flack already, and a good discussion is always worth more than throwing around nonsensical words. Looking at you, Santa. And if you liked what you saw, well, the button is right there. I would greatly appreciate it. With that, the word is yours again, good folks. Goodbye.
Initializing power down sequence. Bye for now.